Well, good morning, everybody. Max of Max's Models here, feeling a little bit better. So, I got an email from Paul down in New Zealand that was really interesting. He found a video of a man who's going over a 1962 General Mills cereals toy offer. You send in 2 box tops and 10 cents, and you get this Lark Daytona kit. He even has the original box it came in, apparently. And judging by this thing, it being back from 1962, this even apparently predates zip codes. And he goes over the model and he shows the ad. And also, he shows that the back of the box had a cutout trailer that you could get a pair of scissors and some glue and put it together. And it went with the model car. Now, I sent in my share of box tops and stuff, but I don't think I recall ever sending off for a actual kit model. All kinds of toys, yes, but not a kit model. Not that I can recall, anyway. I don't even remember them offering that many kit models. I mean, they had some toys you had to build, but they weren't actually models. So I was wondering if you guys had any experience with that. I thought that was really an interesting thing. I'm going to, of course, link that video below. But I thought you guys might find that just, kind of interesting. And it makes sense. The era kit model building in the early 60s was pretty much hitting its stride. So just about probably every other boy in America built some models, and I'm sure cars are popular. This, I think, was originally a 49-cent model. Of course, it's the side panel type which was common back then before George Totus side slided pillar injection molding system had gotten common, where you could make the complex bodies in one pressing. So, of course, these were somewhat more basic, a little hard to build. It's 1/32 scale also. But if you want, go watch the video, and he goes into some detail about it. I thought that was pretty cool. I want to thank Paul for sending me that. And speaking of people sending me things, I want to thank Bill up in Canada for email he sent me that, I'm just going to read it to you. I missed the Toronto IPMS Zoom session. My wife, who thankfully is back on her feet but still quite sick, was in a mood to watch some TV, so we were binge watching, what else? Babylon 5. And anyway, that should really change gears in the 5th season, but that's another story. So, apparently they had an unboxing of one of the Borders remakes or repops of the 1/32 scale Lancaster that was originally, of course, a Wingnut Wings model. Now, you guys know the Felixstowe, which was Wingnut Wings, and everything about that was first class and impressive, from the instructions to the decals, just everything. Well, apparently Border isn't exactly Wingnut Wings, so instead of me just narrating, I'm just going to go ahead and read to you what he had to say. First off, the kit was about 800 Canadian dollars, so it's not cheap. And of course, it is manufactured in China. The pros, which you would expect from the old Wingnut Wings molds, were excellent details. The Merlin engines are kits into themselves. Sound familiar? Yes, sounds like the engines off the Felixstowe, but at least you got to see those. Although I'm pretty sure it would make a great subject for a large diorama because of that, like a maintenance diorama, but that's not in his email. I'm just kind of adding that thought. Anyway, fuselage details are out of this world. So much detail will be hidden within the walls of the bulkheads in the aircraft. Excellent plastic, very sturdy, no strange feel to it. Great looking packaging. Great looking graphics on the box. But then there are a lot of cons. First off, a bad packaging concept. Apparently the top and the bottom of the box do not fit flush. The top box is smaller and not as deep as the inner box. Thus it sits on top of the parts, which is about an inch above the box itself. Bad packing of parts. This kit had a separate box for the clear parts, and some don't. The sprue trees are set in the box in such a way that they hold up the box top. This has crushed the parts on the sprue tree that is the very first on top. Bad molding of the clear parts. While the plastic was injected, the plastic did not mix properly. Thus, there is a thin, almost imperceptible line where the two halves of molten plastic met on the pieces, in particular the very large front canopy. Very poor decals. The decals look like they were printed on a cheap inkjet printer. The guy who bought it was a former decal maker, so he knows what to look for. The roundels are the wrong shade of blue and red and are not screen printed. They're done in halftones. The images are sloppy. For example, the cockpit gauges. There are a few spelling mistakes, such as, example, misspelling fuel, and the paper is so thin the decals have no body to them. The kits are not packaged consistently. The aforementioned clear parts are sometimes packed in their individual box or just piled up on the rest of the sprue trees. The very detailed instruction sheet has no ongoing color references. The paint breakdowns are only shown in the last page, and then only for the exterior. There is nothing in the construction of the interior that references what colors are required. The sprue tree breakdown is just a bunch of drawings of the sprues themselves. There are no references to which tree is which, nor where a part is located on said tree. The consensus was, while Wingnuts conceived and designed amazingly detailed molds, Border did not carry out the vision that Wingnut Wings had prepared for them. Sad. It'll be interesting to see how it turns out. Bill. Well, Bill, I want to thank you for that very detailed overview. That's interesting and a little bit disappointing news, but there you have it. Well, guys, we're still on the mend down here. That's pretty much all I have for today. I'm working on a project with some materials that Mike Machat sent me, and I hope to get the script off to him today, make sure I got all the little details right. I think it's something to have a little bit of fun with. Other than that, guys, I hope everybody's doing well, and as always, model on. Oh God, did I finish my coffee already? Oh, the horror.